I want to take you back, 2009, Dell Diamond Stadium in Round Rock, Texas, UIL 5A state championship game. Just what was your final message to the team before first pitch that day?
You know, with those kids, I really didn't have to talk to them much, didn't really have to give them any motivational speech. I think they understood the importance of it.
Welcome to the Texas 5A state championship. It's the Lufkin Panthers and the El Paso Socorro Bulldogs.
In 2009, Socorro was one win away from Texas high school baseball immortality.
We had been through a lot as a team. We grew up playing together since we were kids, you know what I mean? We spent holidays together. And we were just focused, you know, like if we had one game to play and we just wanted to win the last one.
Things did not start off well for the Bulldogs. Lufkin took an early 2-0 lead and held Socorro hitless through 3. But it was in the 4th inning when things changed.
The 4th inning, for some reason, it was our inning of where we gelled. I know he's got a no-hitter going through 3. This 4th one is ours, and they believed in it.
3-2 is a curveball hit in the air to deep left field. Doesn't have enough. Going back, and it is gone. Tie ball game.
Then in the 5th inning, the floodgates opened again. Socorro had bases loaded and one of its best hitters up at the plate, Corey Falvey.
He was such a great hitter that, you know, you knew something was going to happen.
Corey was in the batter's waiting on the on-deck circle, and he comes and tells me, hey, watch this.
I think I told somebody that in the dugout. I was like, watch this. And I went up and, yeah, it all worked out.
The 0-1, another curveball hit in the air to left. Back goes the left fielder, find him, and it's on the berm for a grand slam home run.
When he came around third base, he slapped my hand pretty hard, you know, so I knew that we had the confidence then.
That confidence led Socorro to holding off a late Lufkin rally in the final inning of the game to make history.
And Falvey makes the grab. Socorro wins its first ever state championship. 60 years in the making.
I just remember just jumping up and down, and then, you know, next thing you know, like I'm at the bottom of the dog pile, right? So that was pretty cool.
I remember looking around and thinking, you know what, I'm a kid from Socorro, and I'm here to witness this, and we lived it for our community, and this is a great community to be in.
Just all the time and effort put in from when we were little to finishing the game, you know, all the experience, all the days off, all the fights, it all made sense.
It happened more than a decade ago. Why do you think it's still something people, not only in Socorro, but the city of El Paso still care about?
Coming from El Paso and being able to achieve something that is your ultimate goal, every coach, that's their dream, to win a state championship. And to be able to do it from El Paso is a big sense of pride for everybody.
The final score, Socorro 12, Lufkin 7.
Demand for the torpedo bat surged quickly, and Kurt Gross, aka El Paso's Batman, is working to meet players' need for the latest innovation in the sport.
3-2. See ya! A home run for Chisholm.
In the opening weekend of the 2025 MLB season, the New York Yankees hit a MLB record-tying 15 home runs. 9 of those home runs came off the barrel of a torpedo bat.
Now, you see the shape of Chisholm's bat. Dude, it's got a big barrel on it.
The bat was invented by MIT grad turned MLB coach Aaron Lenhart and quickly became the talk of the town.
The Yankees with what they call now the torpedo bat.
I have no idea what they are.
Is that right?
They should send a few over here if they're going to be hitting homers like that.
After the torpedo bats showing in the Bronx, Overfly, a MLB-approved bat maker in El Paso, immediately felt the increased demand for it.
My phone was ringing from 5 in the morning until probably midnight those first couple days. Just from players, agents, everyone wanted to know, what is the deal about the torpedo bat?
So what is the deal?
It'll take about 3 minutes to cut the bat, the rough cut of the bat. We're carving out 66%. Let's hope this one comes out nice. So this piece looks fantastic. On the traditional bat, the sweet spot was here towards the end of the barrel. And you can see that on the torpedo bat, we've moved it about 2.5 to 3 inches down the barrel towards the hand. And now the biggest part, or the sweet spot of this bat, is like right in here.
One of the first El Paso-made torpedo bats was shipped out to the nation's capital into the hands of C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals. It wasn't long before Overfly had to deliver a torpedo bat right down the road from its facility.
The first call that we got from one of the Chihuahuas players was Brett Sullivan. So we talked about it a little bit, and I said, hey, look, let's just try. So we made him a sample, and we delivered it.
I gotta see this thing. How are you?
Once Sullivan's torpedo bat touched down at Southwest University Park, it sparked team-wide interest.
It's always neat when you make a bat and give it to pro players, and I think something like this that's so different. Everyone's excited about it, but I think it's really going to take some time before they adjust their swing to make sure that it works for them. Baseball has always been a game of adjustments. We've had to adjust our production to accommodate for that. So even the type of wood or the weights of the wood that we buy has had to change a little bit. The demand has increased. We've also had to change the way we're doing business.
Well, did you know that one of the top high school baseball players in the entire country resides in Las Cruces, New Mexico? Steven Milam is a senior at Centennial High School, currently finds himself in a situation every young baseball player dreams of. KTSM-9 sports reporter Sam Guzman explains why Milam has some very big decisions on deck.
At Centennial High School, when you see Steven Milam in the classroom, you see an ordinary student. On the baseball field, though, he is far from ordinary.
Where is your head at right now? What do you want to do, man?
I mean, it would be great to go win a national championship at LSU and be with my boys and Jay Johnson and the coaches, but I mean, it's always been a dream to get drafted out of high school.
Yes, the chance to go pro and the opportunity to play at LSU is on the table for the 18-year-old. Playing at LSU has always been a big dream of his. So much so, he committed to the program when he was just a freshman.
I ended up seeing Alex Bregman playing that College World Series, I think in 2013, 2014. And he made that spinning play, and then I just saw the fans go crazy, and I was like, that's just where I want to be. It was just the right place in my heart. I feel like that's where I could see myself thriving in that environment with those coaches and those people there.
At the other end, Milam is a prospect for this year's Major League Baseball draft, which has led to a ton of attention from big league teams.
Dodgers, Padres, Mariners, Cubs.
And I mean a ton.
And a couple other more. I mean, it's just a lot. I try not to pay attention to it. I mean, just so I don't get in my own head.
What's the experience like for you with all these things surrounding you? What is life like as Steven Milam?
I mean, it's stressful. I feel like everybody thinks it's just like easy, like, oh, he's just playing baseball, doing it day by day. But I mean, you have bad days and you have your good days. But I mean, it's the life I chose and what I want. So I mean, I got to live with that, and I feel like it's all going to pay off in the end.
Even with big decisions looming, Milam is focused on finishing high school with a bang.
I'm just enjoying it right now. I'm focused on school and my final, but focused on winning that state championship. That's the only thing. Yeah, the draft's going to come. Yeah. College is going to come, everything's going to come, but I'm focused on this district championship this last week of regular season and then state championship. So let's go get it then.
Sam Guzman, KTSM-9 Sports.
I've gone as far as to say I think this will be the most popular sports video game of all time.
EA Sports.
EA Sports College Football 25 is here. It's the video game developers' first entry into the series since NCAA Football 14. EA Sports discontinued the franchise back in 2013 amid athlete lawsuits, but with a name, image, and likeness deal now in place, the game is back after more than a decades-long absence.
NIL is a part of the game now. Whether you like it or not, it's here. I think it's good, though, for all the players.
Players that opted into the video game had their name, image, and likeness in the game and were given $600 along with a free copy of the game by its developer.
As soon as they said we could opt in, I opted in. Like, before we had the meeting and like teaching us how to opt in, I already did it.
I love the idea of playing Madden, so me being in the game myself, I was like, I would never turn down an opportunity like this.
All 134 FBS programs are in the game, including UTEP.
Welcome to the West Texas town of El Paso.
And New Mexico State.
From Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home of the New Mexico State Aggies.
My first time loading up the game, I saw it, I almost got goosebumps just seeing this run down into the field in Aggie Memorial.
The Sun Bowl looked amazing. When I first walked out, you know, the camera panned in, you get to see all of us walking out, and you get to see the fans screaming in the Sun Bowl. I love the way that EA put UTEP on the map.
Now with UTEP and NMSU in the game, it won't be hard for players from both schools to decide who they'll play as.
All right, you guys ready? Am I using UTEP? Is that?
Oh, it don't matter. You can use whoever.
I'm gonna go with New Mexico State. Cade's rocking with UTEP. Oh, jeez. Oh, I messed up there. That's why I don't hit stick.
Let's go, Monte! Let's go, Monte!
Called it!
We're going to try to fit it in. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. That's game, TG, for game! TG!
Dramatic fashion. He had to keep it interesting.
Can he make the field goal?
No good! No good!
We got it right here. Oh my gosh, it's going fast.
Good job, guys.
Man, dramatic fashion.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Good game. Good game.
Good game, kid.
Good game.
Get you next year, man.
Yeah. You can give me next week if you want to.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Now, Paso High and Austin High are less than 4 miles away from each other, but on the football field, they couldn't be farther apart. Simply put, they don't like each other, and that makes the Battle of the Claw one of the best and oldest rivalries in the state of Texas.
Is this something personal between the two schools?
For me, it is. It is because I hate Austin.
The El Paso High and Austin rivalry has everything you need for a good one. It's got history, and it's got heat.
The schools are separated by about 3.5 miles, yet we're very, very far apart as far as the people go.
It's a generational game, and so these kids, when they're born, if they're football players, grandpa, dad, uncle, they've all told them, you know, we hate Austin.
I've been through this rivalry for a long time because my dad did come here to Austin, so I grew up with this rivalry.
A byproduct of the schools being two of the oldest in the city is that the Tigers and Panthers matchup is the oldest high school rivalry in El Paso. The first all-time meeting took place in 1930.
I knew it was old, but I didn't know it was like that old. This is a historic rivalry that has gone on by many years. One of the most oldest ones from El Paso, from Texas. It's just Tigers against Panthers, man. That's all I could say.
This is our claw. You hear me? Our claw.
And since 1960, every time the Tigers and Panthers meet on the gridiron, they play for the traveling trophy named the Claw, which led to the historic rivalry game being named the Battle of the Claw.
Me and my team are just proud to be part of history and represent El Paso High, put our names out there.
I get to grow up telling my kids eventually that I got to play in this rivalry, since it's gonna eventually hopefully keep going on and everything.